first spinning. I think the 11 is going to be on the charge here. I think he might be a factor before it's all said and done.
Well, another car is his teammate, that 12 car from 24th, always runs where Brownstown. It's been a tough night for Jamison, but he's in as a fast time provisional. Well, we didn't think it was going to happen, but it's going to happen for the 29th time here at Brownstown Speedway, the home of more National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame members than any other track in the country. Everybody up on your feet at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. This is the top series in dirt late model racing, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Well, pick out a winner. Ricky Thornton Jr. last September, won the World 100 at Eldora. He won the Jackson 100 here at Brownstown. Brandon Shepard looking for his third series win of the year as he returns full-time in the Rocket 1, the 5-time Outlaw champion. How about Devin Moran? Brand new father, Poppy Jane, born a few weeks ago. And trying to go for the third straight year to the Icebreaker victory lane. You mentioned Clay Harris and Chris Moore. What an outstanding Georgia, Florida Speed Weeks, but still looking for his first series win. Dan Ebert in 60. Brandon Overton running full-time in the Lucas Oil Series this year. He's looking for his first win of the year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Wow, you got the points leader back at 11th right now, Hudson O'Neill. Kaiser Manufacturing Speed Shop. The legendary Jackson County Fairgrounds. Race Car Engineering Pace Truck. The John Jones Brownstown Speedway Pace Truck. Rob Penrod. 50 laps. Chris Moore will interview the top three on the Big Verse Steel podium. Who will it be? We are at the East Duran Hauling and Rigging Start Zone. Thornton and Brandon Shepard go green. Devin Moran down the back straightaway. He started fourth, and we've got a spin in turn number 1, and that's Tyler Collins. Single car, he will go to the back. He started 21st at Tyler Collins. And that's a new car they just picked up a few weeks ago, a Longhorn Clements power plant under the hood. And as I mentioned, his grandfather, Ted Collins, along with Kenny Woods, they promoted this track from 1967 to 1980. So Collins on the back. Hey, Storin, Hauling and Rigging. We're back green at Brownstown. Now this time, much better start for Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway. Moran back on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead lap 1 of 50 down the main straightaway? It is going to be Brandon Shepard. Thornton second, Moran third, Harris fourth. Even runs in fifth out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Well, 2 months ago we had 15 inches of snow on the ground. 2 weeks ago it rained 5 inches. They have done a great job here tonight on this racetrack. In the sunshine, even though it's about 50 degrees down the back straightaway, Shepard out in front. There's the battle for second into turn number 3. Nice speed shot there. Ricky Thornton Jr. The defending Jackson 100 winner, Devin Moran on the outside at 99 into 1. Clay Harris, Ebert, Overton, Alberson, Blair, O'Neill, and Lawler right now running the top 10 out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4, Brandon Shepard. Trying to go to victory lane for the 3rd time in this race, the 3rd time in his career here at Brownstown. In his Lucas Oil career, he is tied with Hudson O'Neill, 8th all time with 37 career victories. He leads the first 4 laps here tonight. Right now, we'll check on the early Hoker Trucking hard charger of this race. It's been Max Blair, what seems like the whole week at Golden Hiles. Right now, Blair runs in 7th, by the way, and Max started at 8th, so he's up 1 spot. So past 59 cars in the last month. As we work lap 7 into turn number 3, right now the advantage is 1.4 seconds as Devin Moran has cleared the 99 in the second spot. Thornton third, fourth. Clay Harris fifth is Overton, and it's Blair.
Trouble in
up
turn
to
4,
sixth.
James.
And problems
Right
in
in front
turn
of the leaders.
4. And that is down there. That is Tyler Collins involved down there with 7 laps complete as the Hellraiser Jacks caution is out. Trip Gerald in 4, Tyler Collins in 11. See on the FK Rod-Ins instant replay again. Chip Moran cleared Thornton there a couple of laps ago for second. 7 in the books. It'll be Shepard, Moran, Thornton, Harris, Overton, Blair is 6th, and Ebert, O'Neill, Murdy 9th, 10th Alberson, 11th Shirley, 12th is Lawler. And we'll see what happens here as Brandon Shepard was coming up. Dustin George on the back there of Trip Gerald and Tyler Collins. And whoa, man, right across the track. That was Trip Gerald is shot across the track to bring out the caution, and Tyler Collins had to hit the brakes to miss him. 7 in the books, 43 to go. Our final event of the night here as the pure stock feature has been completed. So right now the early contestant for the Oker Trucking Hard Charger up 7 spots is Jason Jameson, started 24th as a fast time provisional. Delaware double file restart. Until 10 or less laps to go. So Brandon Shepard, he won this race in 2019, 2021. He was the fastest qualifier overall, just 1/10 of a second off of the track record by former Rocket One House car driver Josh Richards, who I believe set that track record. It might have been in the Boyer car. All right, 7 laps down. Back underway at the Ace Door and Hauling and Rigging Zone into turn number 1. Thornton digging on the bottom. Here comes Shepard. Moran down the back straightaway. Moran will have to clear Thornton again as we got a battle down the back straightaway behind them between Overton and Harris. Out at turn 4. Moran through the middle. Bishop still in front. Out at turn number 2, one of the best day races we ever had. Bobby Pierce won the Jackson 100 on a Sunday afternoon one year. Right now, Bishop in front. We got a melee in 2 as we've got about 4 cars involved as the Hellraiser Jacks caution is out. We'll take a look at their Shirley involved. Lawler on the FK Rod-Ins instant replay down there in turn 2. Lawler and Shirley got bunched up there, did Brian. And Lawler got into him. Collins also involved in 11. So 8 laps. We got a lap in. It's the leader plus 3 in the Lucas Oil Series. To make it official is Tyler Collins. And that's Freddie Carpenter alongside. 8 laps in the books. It's Brandon Shepard, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton, and Clay Harris, your top 5. Then it's Max Blair, Hudson O'Neill, Dan Ebert, Garrett Alverson, Dallin Murdy, 10th. Shirley was 11th in the 3. So Tyler Collins makes into the show, and again, it's 1,500 just to start the race. He'd like to continue. Freddie Carpenter down there. And we're going to take a break as we are under caution from Brownstown, Indiana, with Brandon Shepard out in front of the Indiana Icebreaker.
Race Car Engineering is your single source supplier for all your racing equipment. Dirt, asphalt, drag strip, street rod, or off-road. Their experts can keep you on the track and in the lead no matter what type of racing you do. Hundreds of brands, thousands of parts. Find them online at racecareng.com or call them toll free at 800-882-7231 and make sure to ask for your free catalog. That's Race Car Engineering, 800-882-7231.
When disaster strikes your home or business, dealing with the insurance can feel overwhelming. You paid for coverage, but that doesn't always mean you get what you deserve. That's where Eclipse Claims Consulting steps in. We're your advocate, working for you, not the insurance company, making sure your claim is properly documented, negotiated, and fully paid. we never represent the insurance companies. We represent the insured. If you've suffered a property loss, don't fight alone. Eclipse Claims Consulting, making sure you get every dime you're owed.
In the heat of the game, every drop counts. Introducing Victory Fuel Flavored Electrolyte Water, the ultimate hydration companion.
Chili Bowl champion Logan Seavey. ASCS National champion Seth Bergman.
Packed with essential electrolytes and bursting with delicious flavors, Victory Fuel keeps you hydrated and fueled to perform at your best. Nothing tastes better than victory.
All right, back at Brownstown, back underway as all three cars involved made pit stops. Back out again. Carpenter, Lawlers. Meanwhile, Moran for the lead at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. 8 laps in the books down. They go into turn number 3. Thornton works the bottom. Behind them, it's Overton and Clay Harris off at turn number 4. Brandon Shepherd's led every lap, but it is getting hot and heavy up front of me. Well, we got a spin in 4, and we're going to have another Hellraiser Jack's caution. Collins, 9 laps. We did get a lap in the books. If we can continue on, it's been good so far, but another Hellraiser Jack's caution. Trip Gerald down there along with Tyler Collins. 9 laps in the books.
Heartbeat hot sauce pit area going to go to work here. Daniel Hilsebeck's got a flat left rear tire. They're going to get that changed on him. Trip Gerald's coming in. Looks like Freddie Carpenter is on his way back into the work area as well. So we'll keep an eye on things. Hilsebeck, just a left rear flat. They'll get it changed. He'll be back out. And James, as soon as I get a minute, I'll see what's going on here with Carpenter and Gerald as well.
Well, Tyler Collins, his fun meter might be pegged in the 11 car. Just trying to get some laps out there. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Flow Racing, the official broadcaster of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. By Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. And by the University of Northwestern Ohio, UNOH. Turn your passion into a career. So 9 laps officially in the books. Chris Moore is the hood is off of the 11 of Tyler Collins.
Yeah, it's off of the 4 of Trip Gerald as well. He's taking his belts off. He's going to be done. Freddie Carpenter had his guys jack up, I think make some adjustments in the right front shock. He's going to return. But yeah, you're right, Collins. The nose on the 11 car is all folded up. You said it. He's been involved in just about every yellow we've had, and this one is going to end his night.
Yeah, and it's not even his own fault, right? I mean, you have other cars spin in front of you, and you have nowhere to go. So,
yeah, the last one wasn't his fault either. You know, sometimes you're just wrong place, wrong time.
Well, Trip Gerald out of this one in 4G, the Versailles, Kentucky driver. So 9 in the books. It'll be Brandon Shepherd. He's led every lap so far. Moran is 2nd. Thornton is 3rd. Overton 4th. Harris 5th. Blair is 6th. O'Neill is 7th. Alberson 8th. 9th. 10th is Marty. 11th is Josh Rice. Josh Rice started, he won the B main. He started 17th. Then it's Carson Ferguson, Dylan McCowan, your top 13. We want to thank all of our associate sponsors this year. Of course, Advanced Powder Coating, All Makes Collision Center, Barron's Performance Warehouse, Black Diamond Chassis, Bilstein Shocks, Boyd Build Fabrication, Brodex, Capital Race Cars, Clements Racing Engines, Diversified Machine Incorporated, Fast Shafts, Fire Suppression Engineering, Fox Shocks, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Heath Lawson Photography, Hellraiser Jacks, Hoker Trucking, Kaiser Manufacturing, Longacre Scales, Longhorn Chassis, MD3, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet Metal, MSD, Olin's Shocks, Outerwears, Performance Engineering Manufacturing, Penske Racing Shocks, Pro Fabrication Headers, Pro Power Racing Engines, Rocket Chassis, Schoenfeld Headers, Simpson Race Products, Slicker Graphics, Strange Oval, Swiss Springs, Thermotech Automotive Products, Velocity Manufacturing, Victory Fuel, Weir's Machine and Racing Products, Willwood, Exeldyne, Excess Power Batteries, 5150 Race Trailers, Jackson County, Indiana Visitor Center, and Shocker Hitch. Thank you. All right, get Tyler Collins' car up on the hook. 5th in last year's Northern All-Star points. Yes, Chris?
Just wanted to mention Kyle Brownstown also came into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce pit area, but he's okay, going to return. Just had his team check over the 40B, but Brownstown also will restart from the tail.
And Chris will talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium here in Victory Lane, as trying to get the 11 of Tyler Collins hooked up down here. Well, we get asked all the time, is this on flow? Every Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race, every Interstate Batteries High Limit race, all USAC, all 3 divisions live on flow. Tomorrow night should have a big audience for that at Atomic Speedway. Come on out. It's going to be a nice day. Temperature in the 60s. We're going to start at 5. Run the program straight through tomorrow night at Atomic Speedway, Chillicothe, Ohio. We invite you out tomorrow night to see it live and in person, and we'll get you out of there and home and back to work on Monday. Don't forget USAC Sprints coming up here on Flow next weekend. Friday night, they'll be at Red Hill Raceway in Sumner, Illinois, and then Saturday night at Paragon Speedway. And in the week after that, the 11th at Lawrenceburg Speedway, and then the Terre Haute Action Track on the 12th of April. That's the next 2 weeks here on Flow, the USAC National Sprint Car Series. So Tyler Collins out of this one. 9 in the book, still 41 to go. If we can keep this green, please stay green, Dustin George. It's good, a good race up front. So right now, your Hoker Trucking hard charger after what's been going on is Brendan Smith, 23rd to 14th in that JCM Motorsports Colton Miller car. So Brandon Shepherd's led from the start. All 9 laps so far here tonight. Moran trying to make it, both drivers trying to win their 3rd Indiana Icebreaker and their 3rd ever win here at Brownstown. Brandon Shepherd trying to break a tie with Hudson O'Neal, each with 37 wins. That's tied for 8th all time. Of course, Jonathan Davenport, the all-time winningest driver in the series, passing Scott Bloomquist down at Golden Isles. They go at the East Durham. The hauling and rigging restart zone back underway at Brownstown. Out of 2 down the back straightaways. The sun is set. See what happens the rest of the day. No more sunshine as they come out of turn number 4. Bishop still holding the lead. Moran 2nd. 3rd is Thornton. How about Overton and Max Blair? Max Blair near the front. We said if he could ever start near the front, he came from 25th to 1st at Golden Isles, ended up in 2nd. Hudson O'Neal back there, and Alberson and Murdy and Carson Ferguson as they click off another lap. 11 in the record books. It's still the 1 out in front. Moran 2nd, 3rd is Thornton, 4th is Brandon Overton, and it's Max Blair, Hudson O'Neal, Clay Harris, Garrett Alberson, Dallin Murdy in his first time at Brownstown runs 9th, Ferguson 10th. As we score lap number 12 here tonight, 38 to go. Got a car off the track in turn number 4. And that's going to bring a Hellraiser Jack's caution in turn number 4. And I believe that is the number 8 of Missouri's Dylan McCowan. So Dylan McCowan on the previously scored lap was 22nd. So right now only 2 cars out of the race. Trip Gerald will finish 24th. Tyler Collins 23rd. Brandon Shepherd that last time around 0.8 of a second. McCowan to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pick. See what's going on. He just drifted up the track off of turn 4 and off the pace and brings out the caution as he enters the Hellraiser, not the Hellraiser Jacks, but the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. By the way, get your favorite Heartbeat Hot Sauce products at heartbeathotsauce.com or on Amazon. Chris Moore down there taking a look at the 8 car. All 4 tires still up. Maybe. Not sure, Chris, if we can get a look at what. Can't change the tire unless it's flat if you bring out the caution. So McCowan will come out through the infield. Good to see green grass again, right? A couple of months ago, you couldn't see anything with 15 inches of snow, Dustin. Good job. All right, here we go. 12 in the books. Brandon Shepard, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton, Max Blair, your top 5. Who's going to be on the podium? Who's going to go to victory lane for $25,000? The East Duran Hauling and Rigging restart zone back underway at B-Town. Moran's going to try that bottom. Will they leave Shepard room? And Shepard's going to try the crossover. They go into turn number 3. They're side by side. And B-Shep throws it in. Good battle up front. Both looking for their 30 in the icebreaker. Half a car length, B-Shep into 1. Moran trying to make it stick this time. Shepard knows what's coming. He has to hit the brakes briefly. Turns it down to the left into turn number 3. Moran trying to close the door. Shepard, they're going to go side by side. They're battling it out into turn 4. B-Shep still leads. Half a car length into 1. And right there is the 20 RT. 14 scored. Now the back straightaway. The last race of Golden Isles is a race of the year. This one's shaping up here in March. And off at turn number 4, will we have a new leader for the first time? We do. It's Devin Moran. Shepard, Thornton 3rd, Overton 4th, Blair O'Neill. Josh Rice is up to 7th. From 17th in car 11, they're side by side for 2nd. Down the main straightaway as Moran still leads. 16 in the books, 99, 20 RT. Shepard on the outside. Into turn number 3. By the way, Brendan Smith is 12th in the 19M, trying to make his way up through there as we score lap 17. Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Shepard. All 3 with wins here at Brownstown. And we've got a Hellraiser Jacks caution in turn 4. It's for Corey Lawler. Well, Chris Moore, that last race we had at Golden Isles was off the hook. This has been a good one. Great 3-car battle as Moran took the lead on lap 15. Thornton is 2nd, Shepard 3rd, Overton 4th, Max Blair is 5th. And how about Josh Rice? Josh Rice, 17th to 7 in car 11, Chris Moore.
Yeah, I told you Josh Rice was going to be coming.
You did.
And I think it's 17th to 6 now. I believe he slipped by Huddy before that yellow came out. If they scored the lap, I believe Josh Rice. Yeah, so Rice is going to be 6th. And these yellows are nothing but friendly to that 11 car. Gets to reset and close back in on the field. My pick to win tonight, Clay Harris, is in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce pit area right now with getting a right rear tire changed. The one on the car is not flat, so they're just putting a new one on. And now Clay trying to signal to a crew guy. Oh, I think he needs a push. I think he's going to need a push to get it restarted. So they'll get in position to try and push the 6 car. But yeah, it was really good up front. Josh Rice is climbing through the field. Brendan Smith's on the move as well. But I'm interested to see, James, we saw in that pure stock race, the top side was tricky. It's only getting more treacherous for these super late model guys. And if you commit to being up there, you got to be perfect.
Well, the caution for was Lawler, so you can make a pit stop and change tires if you're not. The reason for the caution, the FK Rod-Ins replay, Lawler getting sideways. He'll slide it down to the bottom of the track. By the way, Brendan Smith at Hoker Trucking Hard Charger right now, 23rd to 10th. Max Blair, 8th to 5th. Give him 61 cars he's passed in the last month. He's only got 4 more spots to get to the lead. Came from 25th to 1st. Had an emergency provisional a few weeks ago at Golden Isles on that brilliant Saturday night. What a show that was. Moran, Thornton, Shepard, Overton, Blair, your top 5. Then it's Rice, O'Neill, Alberson, Ferguson, Brendan Smith. Clay Harris was 11th. He'll go the tail end of the lead lap. Still 22 cars left, all on the lead lap. Only out of the race are Trip Gerald and Tyler Collins back underway. The East Duran Hauling and Rigging restart zone. Blair, Overton Oh, baby, out at turn number 2. Here comes Brandon Overton, and here comes Max Blair. Shepard in third into turn number 3. Devin Moran still showing the way out at turn number 4. Here comes RTJ. Has one win this year, remember. That was in the Adam family racing entry, the first night of the Wild West Shootout in Arizona. Bishop eyes the outside of the 20 RT. As they work lap 19, it was 7/10 of a second for the 99. 20 RT, 1:76, 1:11, the top 5 into 1 at Brownstown. Out of turn number 2, Brandon Shepard's going to go wheel to wheel with Ricky Thornton Jr. to turn number 3. Great camera work as always with Flow Racing. Off at turn 4, Moran still in control. Baby needs a new pair of shoes, and right now looking good is Poppy Jane's dad out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Second is Shepard. Third is Thornton. Fourth is Overton. Then it's Blair. Rice is 6th. Rice 17th to 6. O'Neill, Alverson, Murdy, Brendan Smith still 10th. Brian Shirley was involved in an earlier caution. He's back in 11th in car 3S. 21 laps complete. Devin Moran loves Brownstown Speedway. Right now, second spot is a dandy between the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. and the one of Brandon Shepard. Brandon Overton trying to work his way on the bottom in car 76. Meanwhile, for second spot at turn number 3, they're going to go side by side. Shepard and Thornton out at turn number 4, and it's still Thornton by half a car length into turn number 1. 22 complete. We are 3 shy of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. The lead for Devin Moran is 1.477 seconds over the 20 RT and the one of Brandon Shepard. Off at turn number 4. Brandon Overton, Max Blair trying to get a good run here out of 2 on Bishop. Down the back straightaway, it's still Moran. We will go to the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. Rob Penrod, the cross flags for the 99. The Buckeye State driver trying to make it 3 in a row here at Brownstown in the Indian Icebreaker. He won this finale at Golden Isles of the Georgia-Florida Speed Weeks. Right now at turn number 3. The battle continues. By the way, Brian Shirley from the tail is up to 10th in the 3S car. Right now, the advantage is 1.7 seconds for the 99, and for the first time this race, they're going to pick up the tail end of the field. Brandon Shepard still married to that top of the 1. Overton is there in 76. Again, Max Blair runs 5th. Josh Rice, Hudson O'Neill, Garrett Alverson, Brendan Smith, Brian Shirley, Dallin Murdy, Dane Ebert, your top 12. 27 laps complete, 23 to go. Devin Moran on cruise control now. They put the Cornet engine under the hood tonight of that Longhorn for Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports. 22 laps to go to victory lane in Brownstown. Right there, good battle there. Blair and Overton. Max Blair on the bottom, down the back straightaway. Blair and Overton, that's the battle. Overton runs 4th, Blair runs 5th. Moran just now coming off of turn 4. Right now, you've got the top 5 all in the same straightaway at Brownstown. With 11 laps to go, if it stays green, who knows? As they work their way around the 93 of Corey Lawler. Another lap clicked off, 29 complete. Max Blair now digging hard on the bottom. His good buddy Ricky Thornton Jr. in front of them. He battles with Brandon Shepard side by side down the back straightaway. Blair and Shepard. Moran still leads. It's 1.7 seconds with 20 to go. And Thornton works his way around Lawler. Bishop trying not to lose another spot. Blair goes to 4th. Max Blair up 4 spots from 8th. He's passed 62 cars in the last month. Off the turn. We're going to spin at turn 4. And wow, that was close. 3 cars involved down there as the Hellraiser Jacks caution is out. Dan Ebert, Daniel Hilzebeck, and I believe that's Dylan McCowan in the Yeet car. 31 laps officially in. So down there, again, Ebert, Hilzebeck, and McCowan. 31 scored, 19 left. Moran, your leader. Thornton Blair is to 3rd. Shepard 4th. Overton 5th. Rice is 6th. O'Neill 7th. Alberson 8th. Brendan Smith 9th. Shirley is 10th. Murdy is 11th. Spatola 12th. Bronson, Harris, Carpenter, Ferguson, Jamison, Ebert, McCowan, Hilzebeck, Lawler. Gilpin is out of the race. Gilpin will finish 22nd. Tyler Collins 23rd. Trip Gerald 24th. Just as we were getting in some traffic there, Moran took the lead back on lap 15. Good battle there. The two buddies are going to line up side by side as we'll do Delaware double file. Yes, Chris.
Well, I can tell you Dylan McCowan's going to be done. He's got the helmet off. The nose on the 8 machine is folded up and crunched up. Believe Hilsebeck and Ebert are both going to be okay. Hilsebeck, the right rear is parked on top of the folded up nose of the 8 of McCowan. So they're going to get Hilsebeck clear so that they can move the 8 car. And then I believe the 6, they'll put the 22 back on the ground, and the 22 and the 60 should both be able to drive away. But the 8 of McCowan's going to need some help.
Well, Kyle Bronson slowing here on the main straightaway. I think he's going to stay in the race. We'll take a look at it again on the FK Ride-Ins instant replay on the speed shot here. And looks like Ebert got sideways. And the 8 and the 22 had nowhere to go. So Chris Moore, we kidded Max Blair. We thought he clinched the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger right after Golden Isles. He's passed 5 more cars tonight. He started 8th as 3rd, so he's passed 63 cars in the last month.
Well, you can never have too much of a lead, right, James? I mean, and this guy wants to win this race, and I'm telling you,
he could.
He was locked on go. The last 6-8 laps of this green flag run, the 111, was really finding speed on the bottom. He had great drive off the exit of the corner, and where other guys were losing ground, the 111 was making it up, and he's certainly got a shot right now.
Well, Shea Thornton's brother, I believe that's Skylar Scott. He's on the crew of Max Blair here in 2026. Again, back traveling full-time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is Max Blair. His dad, Robbie Blair, the crew chief on that Brad Spochaz 111, and he's going to go side by side. Now, what is Thornton going to pick on his buddy there, Blair? Play a little bit of games here. We'll make this yes.
I was going to answer your question. It will be interesting to see. I mean, Blair's been making up so much ground on the bottom, but that's also where the 20-yard team has been running a lot. I imagine Ricky will choose the bottom, but we will see. Yeah. It is a question, and it's going to be important to see how the rest of this race plays out.
They can look right straight at that scoreboard there in turn, the McDonald's scoreboard in turn number 2. Can't go 3 digits, so he has to know Blair is the 11. Then you have the 1 of Shepherd, the 76 of Overton, the 11 of Rice. He will get hooked up as Dan Ebert's going to come back out in the 60 car. So 21. Well, if McCowan is out, would have 20 cars still on the racetrack. Devin Moran, first race in a couple of weeks. He and his wife Lakia welcoming their new daughter. Right now trying to win 3 in a row at Brownstown, which is so difficult to do, man. This is one of the toughest tracks, as I mentioned, all night long. More National Dirt Late Hall of Fame drivers and, car owners, mechanics, however, members of the Hall of Fame than any other track in this country.
James, Daniel Hilsebeck's going to be out of this one, as well as crew guys looked something in the right front. I didn't get a chance. They were quick to get out of the infield, but they looked at something in the right front, and Daniel took the helmet and gloves off, and he's going to drive back to the pit area.
Thank you, Chris. So we'll hook up to the 8 car down to the Midwest Sheet Metal Sonic America's Drive-In number 8. You wonder about fuel. It's a pound per lap burn off in the main event only in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So they 2350 is normally the minimum. So they get a 50-pound break at the scale, so they can weigh a minimum of 2,300 at the Longacre scales here tonight. So the last time around, on the last scored lap, lap 31, Moran led by 1.7 seconds. And then you had the tight battle there for second between Thornton and Blair. Shepherd again is 4th, Overton 5th, Rice is 6th. After winning the B main, starting 17th, and Hudson O'Neill, Garrett Alberson, Brendan Smith, and Brian Shirley 10th. So Dylan McCowan, unfortunately, out of this one, with the former Lucas Oil Speedway modified track champion. 19 laps to go. And Chris will talk to the top three. Lucas Oil, Victor Lane on the Big River Steel podium. Who's it going to be? Right now it's Moran, Thornton, and Blair. Delaware double file, and you called it, Chris. Thornton's going to pick the bottom on Blair. You cannot be surprised if Max Blair wins this race. He came from 25th to 1st to Golden Isles a few weeks ago. He battled with that 99 car there the last 4 laps. All right, here we go. Shepard, Overton, Rice, O'Neill, Alberson, Brendan Smith, Shirley and Murdy. Dallin Murdy, the young gun, running 11th his first trip to Brownstown. 19 to go. The East Durham hauling and rigging restart zone. Let's see if we can go green the rest of the way. Devin Moran shooting for 3 in a row in the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports 99 back underway, and Max Blair, good restart. So did Thornton. Thornton got a little bit better restart. He's back in a second out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Max Blair on the gas. Here comes Max Blair in the 111 on the bottom. They go side by side. Max Blair and Ricky Thornton Jr. off of turn number 4 down the straightaway, and Blair goes to second place. Max Blair to second, the 111. He started 8th. Moran, he started in 4th. He's out in front with 17 to go. And Max Blair digging hard in 99 down the main straightaway. Shepard, Josh Rice 17th to 5th. Then it's O'Neill, Overton, Brandon Smith, Brian Shirley is 9th. Alberson is 10th. Spatola 11th. Murdy runs 13th. Off at turn 4. Give him 16 to go for the 99. Last time around is 8/10 of a second. This time for the 99. It remains 8/10 of a second down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Here comes Devin Moran out of turn 4 around this quarter-mile oval. No walls or guardrail on the outside. Give him 15 to go into turn number 1. Max Blair is 9/10 of a second back in the 111. Man, we saw this just a few weeks ago. The 99 and the 111 dueling it out at Golden Isles. They're doing it here in Indiana here tonight into turn number 1. Right now, it's still about 9/10 of a second. Blair lost 1/10 of a second this time around. Josh Rice is up to 4th. Rice bidding for a podium finish at one of his favorite tracks off of turn number 4. Rice trying to catch Ricky Thornton Jr., the 3-time Northern All-Star champion. Josh Rice to 4th. Brandon Shepard 5th. And it's O'Neill, Overton, Brandon Smith is 8th. Brian Shirley 9th. Alberson, Spatola, Jason Jameson from 25th or 24th to 12th in the 12th car. The JRR Motorsports trying to put 2 in the top 10. They've got 1 in the top 5 right now. Rice runs in for it. 38 laps complete. 12 to go for Devin Moran off of turn number 4. Max Blair's getting closer. And they're going to hit traffic out of turn number 2. 8/10 of a second down the back straightaway. Destin George may have our first eyeball test in a while. Here comes 99, and here comes Max Blair. Into turn number 1, 11 laps to go. They're going to pick up the tail end of the field if this thing stays green down the back straightaway. Max Blair's cut the lead to 2 car lengths into turn number 3. Can he seal the deal here tonight from 8th? He almost did a few weeks ago from 25th. He is right there at the line. 10 laps to go. Max Blair 2nd. Devin Moran out in front. Thornton is 3rd. Rice is 4th. All eyes up front. Out at turn number 4. 99 and 111 with into turn number 1. 8 laps to go at Brownstown. Max Blair has never won here. The hot shoe out of western Pennsylvania. Hitting the road again this year to Lucas Oil Series. Former Series Rookie of the Year down the back straight, in the front straightaway rather. 7 laps to go. Traffic for the 111 and the 99 down the back straightaway. Blair will have another run on the 99 into turn 3. Last time around, it was 5/10 of a second. Traffic for your leaders out of turn 4. Into turn number 1. Devin Moran trying to make it stick on that bottom. Thornton remains in 3rd. Rice 4th. Shepard is 5th down the back straightaway. Blair lost a little bit that time at 6/10 of a second. Out of turn number 4. Brandy's husband giving it all he wants. Out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Devin Moran. Now he's got to battle a little traffic in the 93 car. Max Blair, meanwhile, Thornton's trying to close on him. Out of turn number 4, Moran's trying to split the tail end of the field down the straightaway. He will into 1. Give him 4 to go. Moran out of 2. That might have sealed the deal. Blair's not going to give up down the back straightaway if it stays green. Now Moran. 2 cars in front of him off of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. 3 laps to go. Max Blair now has got to get around Lawler, his fellow Pennsylvania driver. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Moran needs to clear 1 more car, and he will. And that might have did it right there, because he's got a little bit of space out of turn number 4 with 2 laps to go. Right there, the battle for second into turn number 1. All eyes on that one. Thornton and Max Blair down the back straightaway. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr. on the bottom. Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to take the second spot. Off at turn number 4, it'll be the Barrett's Performance. 1 lap to go. Final lap. Thornton has got the second spot back. This is it. Devin Moran trying to go 3 in a row. Ricky Thornton Jr. giving it all he has to go 3 wide back here as they go into turn number 3. But Devin Moran is going to win 3 in a row at Brownstown in the Indian Icebreaker. Second spot will be Ricky Thornton Jr. Third will be Max Blair. Fourth will be Josh Rice. Fifth will be Brandon Shepard. Sixth, Hudson O'Neill. Seventh, Brandon Overton. Eighth, Brandon Smith. Ninth, Brian Shirley. And 10th, Garrett Alberson. 11th, Mike Spatola. 12th will be Kyle Brownson. They'll go to the Longacre scales to make it official. Then it's Clay Harris, Carson Ferguson, Jason Jameson. All 50 laps complete. Then Freddie Carpenter, Dallin Murray, Danny Corey Lawler, Dylan McCowan, Daniel Ilzebeck, Devin Gilpin, Tyler Collins, and Trip Gerald. Oker Trucking Hard Charger. How about Brendan Smith? 23rd to 8th. Josh Rice, 17th to 4th. Kyle Bronson, 22nd to 12th. Devin Moran took the lead back on lap 15. Brandon Shepard led the first 14 laps. So Moran started in 4th and got the win here tonight. So Devin Moran at Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, that team based in. Take a quick break here in just a second. As soon as he crosses the scales, they'll check the weight and the tires. We'll be back. We'll talk to the top 3, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., and Max Blair, after this. Well, the Cornet-powered Longhorn, Big River Steel, Millwood Plumbing, C&W Trucking, Phillips CPA, Boback, Holland Haskell's, Anthony's Pizza, CarSourceAuto.com, Hazen Services, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, Elliott Farms, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Chuck Kimball, the crew chief, Brad McLaughlin, Dylan Mirando, Houston Knoll on the crew. 3 in a row for the new dad here at Brownstown. The 99, how about it for Devin Moran, your winner? Well, he'll go home to the Buckeye State tomorrow night. At Atomic, again, gates open at noon. Hot laps at 5. Devin Moran, his 28th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That is 11th, or 12th rather, all time on the list. And Chris Moore, he earned it the hard way. He started 4th, took him 15 laps to get the lead. And he comes home a winner by 1.6 seconds over Ricky Thornton Jr.
Yeah, it looked for a minute like the 111 of Max Blair might get to him late in this one, but the 99 in the Indiana Icebreaker, you can bet on it. 3 in a row now. This one for his new daughter, and the Double Down Motorsports 99 gang will celebrate here in Brownstown. Again, we'll get set to head to Atomic Speedway tomorrow, but tonight it is all about Brownstown and Devin Moran. As he delivers, and he'll get word from the official. Set to climb out for the 3rd consecutive year, your Indiana Icebreaker winner, Devin Moran. The defending champion of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series picks up the win here, and he will give a kiss to the wife and, of course, his new baby girl. Devin, congratulations, man. First thing, this is a little bit sweeter now.
I'm telling you, God is great, brother. You know, I am living a fairy tale. You know, everything's going right in my life right now, and it's all the glory to God. So just amazing to have our first win with our little baby tonight.
You led all 50 of this race last year. This year, started 4th, took you a few laps to get to the front, but how tough is it to be out front at a racetrack like this where it's so racy and so many grooves and all those yellows keep bringing the field back to you?
Yeah, you never really know, and I felt like I had a really good car on that first run. Really felt like I was running Sheppy in, and we never got the lap traffic, and then on them restarts, he was kind of gapping me a little bit, so I knew I needed to try to get him on a restart, and once I had open air, I felt like we were going to be all right, and I could see Ricky on the restarts poking underneath of me, but that's really all I could see him. I felt like this Double Down Motorsports Longhorn chassis was just unbelievable, and that's a kudos to all my guys, you know, Chuck, Dylan, Houston, Brad, just everybody, amazing crew, my beautiful wife and Poppy Jane. Pretty cool to say her name in Victory Lane.
Tell me about this racetrack too, because you know Ricky said earlier after his heat race win, he thought it was going to be running around the top, but it seemed like it got so thin up there, you had to be almost perfect up there, and you kind of didn't really go up there unless you really needed to.
Yeah, and 3 and 4 it was completely gone. It was up over the top, and 1 and 2 had a lot left, but if you got in there and got a little tighter, a little free, you'd want to shove out of the park off of 2, and it had a little bit of choppy, so if you could hit it right, I felt like it still would have been faster, but it was just so treacherous up there. Once I felt like I had a gap, there was no really reason to risk it, but all in all, shout out to the fans for coming out tonight. It was actually ended up being a pretty nice day, so yeah, it worked out, and then Brownstown Speedway, Jim Price and the whole crew here do a wonderful job almost every single time we're here, and they've turned out to be some of the people I love most coming to race with, so it's just cool to come here and hang out with them.
First win as a new dad. Congrats, Devin.
Thank you, man. And, of course, I want to thank Double Down Motorsports, Roger. Roger and Jeff drove out for the night, so glad he got to come out. And then Robbie, Casey, and Connor all back at home. I know they were watching. And Scott Coleman with Big River Steel, Doug Curlis, it was his birthday this week with C&W Trucking, so huge shout-out to him and his family. Millwood Plumbing, Mike and Vicky. I know Tyler's racing down at Sonoya, so can't thank them enough. Bill Stein Shocks, Ibach Race Springs, VP Race Fuels, Anthony's Pizza, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub, just so many great people I can't thank enough. CPA, Corey Phillips, CPA firm, Elliott Farm, Southeastern Bomag Equipment, Advantage Lawn Care, where you can get all your mowers, blowers, and whackers. Dan's a good dude, so can't thank them enough. VP, like I said, Haskell's Hauling, IBS, just so many people I can't thank enough. And yeah, come check us out at Atomic tomorrow night.
All right, there he is, Brownstown Speedway for the 3rd year in a row. Devin Moran wins the Indiana Icebreaker. James, take it away. We'll head over here and get set for Ricky Thornton Jr. and Max Blair for the rest of the podium interviews.
So again, officially now your top 10, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Max Blair, Josh Rice 4th, Brandon Shepard 5th, Hudson O'Neill 6th, 7th, Brandon Overton, 8th, Brendan Smith, 9th, Brian Shirley, 10th was Garrett Alberson. Ricky Thornton Jr. got around his good buddy Max Blair at the end of the race to run in the 2nd place here tonight.
Yeah, RTJ, good, just not quite good enough, but it seemed like you were kind of a yo-yo. You'd get to 2nd, fall back to 4th, and then late here, drive back to 2nd. What more did you need to chase down that 99?
I don't know. He was really good. He could go wherever he needed to. I felt like I really had to be in clean air and try to do just different stuff. I don't know. I feel like he's got a lot more side bite than we do, which I felt like we had a ton of side bite last year. So I think just their program's been really good. Probably the last 2 years they've been really good, and then finally now they're just starting to click them off. So hopefully we can get a little better tomorrow at Atomic. So. Thanks for all the fans for coming out, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.
It did seem like you found something late. You got by Max and really started rolling that bottom. What did you find there late in the race?
I think finally the middle crumminess kind of went away, and you could just park it around the bottom and drag race. So I feel like whenever it gets like that, usually I can do a good job at it. And I knew my only shot to get those guys was going to be lap traffic. I thought Max was really good, so he got to Devin there, and I'm like, man, I hope they start racing really hard like whenever Devin and Shep were. And I was like, I might get lucky. But no, like I said, overall, I just got to thank my guys. Everyone at Kohler Motorsports, Night Companies, Clements Racing Engine, Toker Trucking, Coltman Farms, Bill Stein, Longhorn, just excited for tomorrow.
All right, there he is, RTJ, still in search of win number 1, but close tonight. He comes home second.
Again, your Hoker Trucking hard charging on again. Brendan Smith from provisional land, 23rd to 8th here tonight, or 7th rather. Excuse me, 8th here tonight. And Josh Rice 17th to 4th. Max Blair, he didn't have to come as far back as he's had most of the year. He started in 8th, ends up in 3rd, ran as high as 2nd here tonight at Brownstown.
Yeah, Max Blair, it was a lot easier tonight than it was for you at Golden Isles. Tell me, starting 8th, did you feel like you might have something with as many cars as you'd been able to pass down there in Florida?
Well, I mean, I felt like I had a good car all day today, really. I think I had a car that maybe we could have won with there. I got to Devin, and then I just started messing up. I kind of got out experience there, I think, a little bit. But, we got a good race car, so hopefully maybe we can keep it rolling and keep coming out here and talking to you guys. I do want to say hey to my wife and kids. It was too cold for them this weekend, so they stayed home. But wish they were here. And just got to thank all my sponsors, my car owner. I got a great group of people behind me. But Centerline Motorsports, Virgili Iron and Steel, Creekside Auto Sales, C&J Dairy, Murphy's Logging, Riggs Fiber, Deer Lakes Bowl, Lakeside Auto Body, the Gable Inn, Tavern 618, and my crew, and just everybody that helps me out. It's a lot more fun when you can come out here and talk to you guys at the end of the night.
You mentioned closing in on Devin there late. How hard is it? You're running a guy down not to overdrive it and start making mistakes when you're reeling in a leader this late in the race.
Yeah, I really do think I had something for him there. He made a heck of a move in lap traffic up here and split a couple cars, went down the middle, and I kind of felt like it was over there, and I should have just moved back down, and I probably wouldn't have lost second, but I kept trying, and I mean, it is what it is, It's like the 4th time this year Ricky's passed me on the last lap for a podium finish, so it was fun.
All right, there he is, Max Blair, 8th to 3rd. It was a little bit easier tonight. He was close, James, but Devin Moran wins 3 in a row here at Brownstown.
Chris, we'll give you final thoughts here in a second. We'll have the race recap here. So Brandon Shepard got off to a good start. He was looking for his 3rd Indiana Icebreaker win and a perfect night. Overall fast qualifier, 10th of a second off the track record. And there you see the battle between the 9 and the 20 RT early on. But it was the number 1 of Brandon Shepard leading the first 14 laps early on. Brian Shirley, great recovery for Shirley. Had to go to the back, ended up in 9th. Here tonight, a top 10 for the Bob and Lisa Cullen 3S car. There's the restart again. Shepard led 14 laps, looking for his 4th win of the year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He and Moran, they went back and forth with a great 3-car battle here between Thornton, Shepard, and Moran. You'll see Shepard here throw in the slider, and we had Corey Lawler get sideways, and they got bunched up down there. And then Devin Moran took the lead on lap 15, led the rest of the race to win by 1.6 seconds over Ricky Thornton Jr. Well, Chris Moore, I know that I kid Devin Moran because last year the Buckeyes won the national title. This year was the Hoosiers, and he's a Hoosier now, right? So he's going to go to the Buckeye State tomorrow night at Atomic Speedway on a roll here in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's won the last 2. He won at Golden Isles, the finale, and then here tonight at Brownstown.
Yeah, he was really, really good tonight, as we've come to expect here at Brownstown. As we mentioned multiple times, 3 Indiana Icebreaker wins in a row for that 99 team. And, our TJ said it. Devin could just go where he needed to, when he needed to, and that was evident when they finally got to lap traffic. There were a couple of times the leaders got to the tail, but then a yellow kind of bailed them out, and they didn't have to do it. But late, when the money was on the line, Devin was able to split those lap cars, and Max said it, that was pretty much the end of it. He kept trying and ended up ultimately losing ground to the 99. But yeah, Devin Moran has this place figured out in March. There's no doubt about it, and maybe a little bit of help from the new baby. James, I love the line in the race. Poppy needs a new pair of shoes. That was awesome. Hopefully she gets one. And yeah, Devin and the gang will be at Atomic Speedway tomorrow for another fun one in the Buckeye State.
Well, there used to be a Chuck E. Cheese in Columbus, but that's no longer in existence. So anyway, great working with you, Chris Moore. We'll see you tomorrow. And again tomorrow, fans, come on out. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon. Highs in the 60s at Atomic Speedway there on Highway 23, Blaine Highway, just south of Chillicothe, Ohio. And we'll be there tomorrow. The gates will open at 12 noon. Hot laps at 5 o'clock. We will be live here on Flow Racing. That'll be at 4:45 tomorrow night from Atomic Speedway. Thanks to everybody here, Jim Price, everyone here at Brownstown Speedway. Well, many said yesterday this wouldn't happen. They're going to cancel. We raced. Great crowd, great race. Congratulations. Devin Moran has now won 3 in a row in the Indiana Icebreaker at Brownstown Speedway. For Chris Moore, I'm James Essex. We'll see you tomorrow night from the Buckeye State.